Prince Harry stole the limelight with an American accent as he was greeted with wild cheers and a standing ovation by a rapturous crowd at the stage of a vaccine fundraising concert in the US, but without his pregnant wife Meghan Markle. The Duke of Sussex made a solo appearance at Global Citizen's VaxLive concert on Sunday, an initiative to encourage rich countries to share vaccines. His pregnant wife, Duchess Meghan, was unexpectedly absent, although it was previously announced that she will be joining her husband. Prince Harry had been set to join famous names from the worlds of music, film and politics at the VaxLive event in California. After an announcer read out an introduction, "Please welcome VaxLive campaign chair," Prince Harry appeared in speech for 3 minutes on stage about the importance of making vaccinations borderless. The Duke of Sussex was greeted by the thousands-strong crowd at LA's SoFi Stadium with a standing ovation. Speaking in a markedly different accent than his previous Queen's English, with American accent, Prince Harry said, "We are at a defining moment in the global fight against COVID-19, said Harry. "Tonight is a celebration of each of you here. We need to lift up all of humanity and make sure that no person or community is left behind." He continued, "You served and sacrificed, put yourselves in harm's way, and acted with bravery, knowing the costs. We owe you an incredible debt of gratitude. Thank you. The vaccine must be distributed to everyone everywhere. We cannot rest or truly recover until there is fair distribution to every corner of the world." Harry added, "The virus does not respect borders. Access cannot be determined by geography. It must be a basic right for all. We must look beyond ourselves with empathy and compassion for those we know, and those we don't. What we do in this moment will stand in history." Prince fans in the US said, "Great to see Harry there making a speech with an awesome reception by the crowd." Meghan is heavily pregnant, so she might not have been able to make it in person to the event, but her video link will appear in the actual streamed event on the 8th of May. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle serve as campaign chairs for the event, encouraging donations to COVAX, an organization working to provide vaccines for low and middle income countries. The event, dubbed the Concert to Reunite the World, was hosted by Selena Gomez, and featured performances by Jennifer Lopez, Foo Fighters and H.E.R. among other chart toppers. VaxLive, the Concert to Reunite the World, featured video messages from the Pope and President Joe Biden, and in-person appearances from Hollywood stars such as Ben Affleck and Sean Penn. As the first large-scale music event for a COVID-compliant audience composed of fully vaccinated frontline healthcare and essential workers, VaxLive calls for new commitments from governments, the private sector, and philanthropists toward the equitable distribution of COVID-19 vaccines worldwide. Also appearing will be French President Emmanuel Macron, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Croatia Prime Minister Andrej Plenković, and celebrities Chrissy Teigen, David Letterman, Gayle King, Jimmy Kimmel, Olivia Munn and Sean Penn. Selena Gomez was on hand to host the event on Sunday night, while Jennifer Lopez, 51, was among its most high-profile performers. Both women looked stunning as they took over the red carpet before everyone filed into their seats. The concert marked the biggest event to take place yet at the SoFi Stadium, which opened in the midst of the pandemic last September. Organizers said the event had surpassed its fundraising goal need to purchase 10 million vaccine doses for low and middle income countries, drawing more than $53 million in donations from corporations and philanthropists. In pre-taped messages, President Biden said he was working with leaders around the world to share more vaccines and boost production, while Pope Francis said, "I beg you not to forget the most vulnerable." On Global Citizen's official website, it states that the mission of the concert is to celebrate the hope that COVID-19 vaccines are offering families and communities around the world. "We are calling on world leaders to step up to make sure vaccines are accessible for all so we can end the pandemic for everyone, everywhere." Harry and Meghan said in a joint statement before the event, "Over the past year, our world has experienced pain, loss, and struggle, together. Now we need to recover and heal together. We can't leave anybody behind. We will all benefit. We will all be safer when everyone, everywhere has equal access to the vaccine. We must pursue equitable vaccine distribution and, in that, restore faith in our common humanity. This mission couldn't be more critical or important. Prince Harry, who supposedly embarrassed about the tell-all in Oprah interview, according to a royal expert, has revealed. During the bombshell TV special, Hattie and Meghan made several other unflattering claims about the monarchy, but now the Duke of Sussex is allegedly regretting his comments. He's a hot-headed guy, he acts on his emotions, Duncan Larcombe, author of Prince Harry, The Inside Story, told Closer magazine. But after returning home, I've no doubt he's been feeling embarrassed, regretful and awkward. He's now facing the consequences. I believe he'll regret that interview, and maybe his decision to leave the royal family. Harry was clearly hurt and angry about Meghan's experience with the royals, and used the interview to get it out, he said. Prince Harry is expected to join his brother Prince William for the event on the 1st of July, on what would have been the 60th birthday of their mother. A statue of the late Princess of Wales will be installed in the sunken gardens at Kensington Palace, her former home. The statue was commissioned by the princes in 2017 to mark the 20th anniversary of Diana's death and to recognize her positive impact. But the coronavirus pandemic delayed the unveiling of the statue, which was meant to take place last year. Yesterday, Duchess Meghan convened a special virtual gathering with young girls who are making an impact in their schools and communities. According to the official website for Meghan and Prince Harry's non-profit organization, Markle announced that the National Women's Law Center gave Meghan the opportunity to hear directly from adolescent girls about their experiences and stories, and to come together to honor and reflect on a long history of women changemakers. Meghan, who is expecting a baby girl this summer, heard from a powerful group of 13-18-year-olds, primary girls of color, who are making a difference in their communities when it comes to education, social justice and health and wellness. Meghan also reflected on the impact of trailblazing women throughout history, asking the girls to share which female figures have inspired them. Their answers included American civil rights activist Fannie Lou Hamer, as well as Kayla Bagay, one of the first South Asian women to immigrate to the United States in the early 20th century, who was known to many in her California community as Mother India, according to Archewell. The Duchess believes girls' voices can and should be heard, and through Archewell she focuses on providing them with the platforms, tools, and forums to help define a path forward and continue making an impact. Before, the Duchess of Sussex reportedly received supported texts from the editor of British Vogue, as her bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey aired. Edward Enninful was in constant contact with Meghan using WhatsApp, as he watched the Duchess's chat with Oprah, the Daily Mail reported. A source close told the paper, there were around 15 people on the Zoom, all top Condé Nast people. And Meghan guest edited the September issue of British Vogue in 2019 but left herself off the cover over fears she'd look boastful. The source said the video link was set up by Condé Nast communication director Emily Hawley's parents in Florida. We kept having to restart news sessions. Meghan is due to give birth to the couple's second child anytime from mid-June, meaning Harry may be prevented from making the journey simply because he wants to be there for the birth of his daughter. Please support growing channel by subscribe channel and like video hour. And don't forget activate notifications to channel to always get the latest news. If you have any problems with the information in the video, please write a comment below to let us know and answer.